Good day and welcome back to Tales of Aether, where thanks to one of our players we're gonna have only half a session. It's a sale day! Previously on our game, you guys have planned between sessions and chose your route and traveled swiftly and quickly to Isomon Law and to the island of Onero, where you planned to pick up the traces of Captain Basaro. You made quite a few hundred side steps before you finally found out that yes, Captain Basaro is a very well-known figure on Onero, a paladin, a crusader. But he and his fleet are currently not on the island. There is, however, a dock which his fleet uses for preparation of the missions, and you would go there eventually, but not before you picked up another henchman and almost had Dal killed because he wanted to do some illegal parkour.
Church climbing.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, in certain countries, Dal would get like 10 years in prison for what he did.
Really? For climbing a church?
Yeah.
No, the church, yeah.
So that means that priest will get 10 years in prison. Yeah.
I mean, considering,
Where would they get their hands
considering
on?
that you are literally the first person in their world who tried to use this guy's self magic, yeah, they would never find out that it was you. Alright, yeah, so as we left off, you guys are planning to head off to that docks after leaving the picked up henchman with Bobby. Yep. And
We go there.
no, only
Don't we
1
need
year
a
in
new
prison. Sorry, only 1 year in prison. I checked the law.
Think
For
I'm on the
Russia,
ship
yeah.
right now?
For Russia now.
Yes.
Can we... Don't we need to change faces first? Feel like before we head to the docks.
Your concern being?
My concern being Winnel is opening his mouth, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, that's what I said. But it's been a long day, hasn't it? It's still the same day. All that stuff happening.
Yes.
You chopping off and on.
Yeah.
Seem short a bit of resources.
Yeah.
You haven't done shit.
Actually, we've done a lot of worthless shit. So,
No, we did. The getting the henchman was a pretty cool part of freaking
Yeah.
everyone out.
And we were very cautious, lots of cats involved, and then somebody climbed up the church.
Right, well, okay, so as usual, Winnel has prematurely blown his load, and now he's tired and needs to lie down.
Excuse me?
you heard him
That's
very
what
well.
she said.
Give me 5 minutes.
That's what she said. Oh,
Fluff
no,
me
that's
up.
what you said.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
I
you have
mean,
something at the bottom of your camera that's buzzing it out. You know,
me? What?
yes.
like there's something blocking.
Oh,
the
yeah.
camera.
Yeah, I know.
Is it pizza dough?
Let me fix that for you.
Oh,
Oh, it's actually the writing of the camera.
that's
Yeah, that's why I
really-
kind of.
Oh.
Okay. Now I have a back border. Okay.
So you can't change the faces anymore today? is
Well,
what you're
actually,
saying?
could I, in theory, use higher spell slots for lower spells?
I don't remember the magic rules. Sure.
Yeah. So if we really need to, yeah, sure.
I mean, if
Sure,
you
let's-
want to, you can also go tomorrow and let the heat
Nah,
cool
nah,
down
nah.
for a bit. It's not a bad idea. I think.
Nah, I'm fine.
Searching the city for someone.
I'm the most powerful rectifier in the whole universe. I can manage. So
All right, sure.
We're probably not mistaken. Perhaps.
And
Just don't fight anymore.
the man that we picked up, that you got out, is he gonna come with?
No. Why would we
What?
bring him out into danger?
Why wouldn't we bring him with? He's gonna fucking die on this isle.
No, he's. Wait, we're not leaving the island yet.
No, not yet.
Right.
But
He is coming with
the-
us on our ship, but we're not
Yeah,
taking
okay.
him to the
Yeah,
next
that's-
meeting we have.
Yeah, that I concur. Okay, that sounds good. to
What's
me.
the meeting again?
We're going to the docks where Basaru's ship company thingy,
Ah, yeah,
Crusade
recruiting.
party.
Yeah,
and maybe they can hire us and we can get a position and know where to
yeah,
fly. Same shit as on Volos.
yeah, sure. To be honest, the faster we get out of here, the better I feel, because at some point they're gonna look at the newcomers. That's what I would do.
I've been practicing during that little time where I was waiting for you guys and I was on the ship when you brought me back, Lance. Thank you. I've developed a new face that I would like. You know, when all our talk, I'd like. I think I've got an idea finally, like a permanent face change someday.
Okay.
I'll like change into him. Just got a little picture for fun. So now I'm looking like this suave guy from now on. Usually, like pretty much whenever I can.
He actually photoshopped it. Nice.
Is this a Photoshop?
I didn't Photoshop it, but I put a filter
Really?
on like a picture. But no, this is a good thing I found. That's it.
I do like
remember
how
that
like
picture
a
was-
year later you actually find like a good, cool, high quality picture for your character compared to the one you gave me originally.
Dude.
Which
Well, that was a
having
good.
132 by 132 pixels. That did make it photoshopping very easily because it was so crappy quality already. My shitty photoshopping wasn't visible.
Hey,
Well,
yeah, I mean,
Sure. Oh, anyway, I can get to the dock. I can put on a new face.
yeah, but please leave your boots this time, because every time you put them on, you're in danger. I'm just gonna say it. In the shaft, on the cathedral.
mhm.
I don't think those are the only ones. That seems a little unfair. I think they've also been very helpful on occasions, but I can't remember those occasions right now. So maybe you are right. I'm not sure anymore.
When we back in the Red Dawn, when he was following us,
Yeah, he would
also stalking that.
Overwatch.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Not all
Okay.
bad.
Okay. So we need
Dalu, your
3
friendly
faces.
neighborhood spider climb man.
Quite a pig.
I don't need a face. Yeah, actually, I need a face from the first incident. Never mind.
Ma'am, it's not a face.
So you want to wait till tomorrow? What about some
No,
good
I
makeup
think we should-
skills?
I actually think we
Do
should.
you have those? Do you have good makeup skills?
No, I don't. I think Watanabe would, but
You could ask
We
him.
could wait for tomorrow.
Yes, let's.
yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, they probably have some kind of police
a
in
lot of-
place here.
How many
It's-
thousands of people did you say? Tens of thousands, right? Live on this
Yes.
island?
Tens of thousands.
It's just,
Oh, that's pretty fun.
we have like a very distinct ship.
And that's the amount of people that lives on this island, not in the city you're in. Which is a big city, yeah? It has at least 10,000 people, at least. Most likely
It's time
20
to
or 30.
fucking. Yeah, let's put on some makeup. Or Winel, can you use some?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
fucking
alright.
get it done today and get out of here.
I mean, I would like to note that, I mean, you've seen what, like, only 2 Inquisitors in one day. I mean, Inquisitors are notoriously bad for pursuing people, yeah? That's what they're known for. You know, like Church and Inquisitors, they're really bad at finding people. they don't like.
Yeah, they just pretend like they know what they're doing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Could I get
Like a cleric,
some
they are well known
clothes?
for not having any divination spells.
Hmm?
Could I get some clothes of the area with this face and get clothes and come back, and then we just look. It's even easier then
Doesn't your armor change your clothes also?
for you guys. For you guys.
Oh.
I'll
Yeah,
take some
walking
new
around with
clothes
a
and
shadow
put them
dripping
on.
armor wouldn't be the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
But I
mean,
do
it depends
have-
on what you plan to do.
Right. Sure. Not stand out. But I do have my old combat field armor, so I could use that instead.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's just. Talu, you go buy some stuff. You can change. Winnow can consider his options, and then once you've got us new clothes, we get the fuck out of here and go to the other side of the docks, and then we get it going, and then hopefully we can fly out of here today. That would be nice.
Let's do it.
Buy some simple. I'll buy some simple robes of like a monastery monk
Clergyman.
esque. Yeah, clergyman. Yeah, nice and
Do you
simple,
really
old
believe
looking.
that you have many choices on this island?
It's excellent.
It's dirt brown cloak or piss stain cloak or
There we go.
yeah, 1 month old
Um,
cloak.
yeah. Black, brown, tan. Which do you want? Oh, gray.
Great.
Gray. There's also gray.
Yes.
Yes. That'll be dear and roll me d20.
Move.
Yeah. Reasons. I know what I can do. Okay, so a set of clothes is gonna cost you 50 credits. There.
50.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
50, yeah.
The
Yes,
dock
very
workers
expensive.
are all naked, right?
What?
The dock workers are naked then?
Yes.
Okay, I've paid for like 4 sets. That'll do.
So as Dalo walks around naked under his armor, he does notice that there is fairly reinforced patrolling of the city by the various temple guards,
I wonder why.
who are also being the larger groups accompanied by an individual who looks to be more like of the clerical nature. Guards plus a cleric. You're not sure if they are like a spellcaster cleric or just like some kind of a priest or an acolyte. Because not every priest is a cleric, not every cleric is a priest. But, well, robes, fancy hats, all that can want.
Emblems of religion.
Luckily for you, despite being one of the very few people on this island who wear fancy facial hair, nobody seems to pay too much attention to you. Generally, it helps the citizens put their heads down and faces to the ground whenever the patrols go around. So you do make it to a shop where a shopkeep and some of the assistants are already discussing the rumors of a demonic invasion upon the island of Nera, and that the various temples are arguing who gets to hunt it. But you quickly, like, not spending too much time on measurements or whatever, grab the clothes, pay the money. Actually, nobody cares where your credits come from. Leave the shop, make it back to the ship, and out the clothes.
About 4, so 1 each, easy. If we want them.
I imagine you shared what you saw.
For one of
But
you,
I
the
do, yeah,
clothes are
as well
either
as
too
this,
large or too small. Your choice.
I share what I
I-
saw as well as the
Give me the small
invasion.
cloak.
Demonic
Yeah,
invasion.
I know, like I wouldn't expect it for a place like this. They're certainly getting people together for it.
Call me paranoid, but I would really like to have the ship away from
Up
the
and
port.
about. Well,
Yeah, because at some point they're gonna knock it on the door, and then it's gonna get interesting. Plus, we shouldn't move in a big group. Maybe pairs of 2 or something. It's better safe than sorry. I mean,
Let's
can't
not
we
make it too complicated, but yes.
Yeah,
sure.
can we just send the ship out and meet back up?
we'll try to do our best to leave today, but no promises.
If we had a pilot, we could. But
All the henchmen we find are apparently of fixed nature and programming nature.
Yeah, and there's no one for like, it's like intercity driving. It's not like we're
actually,
going.
Bobby can pilot this, right?
I mean, he
Bobby
can.
is competent enough to just like get the vehicle from point A to point B.
Yeah, he
If
doesn't
you
have to
want
do anything
Bobby
fancy.
on the island.
I just want him. Can the ship be in visual range, you know, but not on the island? You know, just have to. Is that a thing? By the harbor. You know what I mean? When you see a fucking plane go by in the sky, 10,000 meters above you or some shit.
Remind us rules about you being able to teleport into ships.
Yeah, I got. This the exact reason why I'm saying it is because I got it as part of my level 4 skill. That I can now deep intrude into spaceships and surfaces and buildings that even if I can't see.
I think that's one of the abilities that I used against you once, right?
Yeah.
It's
you used it to escape. You used it to escape.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
now I know what
use
you're
it
talking
again.
about. Okay, I know.
Yeah, that one. So I have
Wonderful.
that one. I just need to be able to see the ship, basically.
Wonderful. And Lance got that ability because he learned from his mistakes. Alright, yeah. I'd say like he won't be able to just like park a ship just hovering in the docks for a long time. But if you like give him a call, he could get it within visual range of wherever you're going, like within 5 minutes. Well, 10 maximum.
Yeah, then why not? Why not? Let's do that. He can.
You're technically the same like quarter of the dock, you and where you're going. But it's more like because he needs to like undock.
Yeah, it works for me. Let's then we shall maybe give him a call and let's head to that other part of the docks in pairs of 2, walking after each other, and then yes, we're going there.
Okay, I'm activating Yargren mode, taking the small cloak. One of you gets a really pretty face because it's a really high spell slot, and the other one is just an average stock worker face.
Average stock worker.
Okay.
You have to go 1 miles. Yeah.
So we have like a dwarf wearing like a halfling-sized cloak, which is like basically a scarf going down his back.
Mine is way too big.
Sure, if you want to make it worse for yourself.
Well, fuck. Are there any small people here, like dwarves, or is it?
I mean, you just kidnapped a gnome from the island.
Yeah, okay, but and so dwarves
A
are
gnome.
like a common sight too, or just gnomes?
Gnomes, halflings are small. Dwarves are actually
No.
technically medium. Plus, dwarves are very, very wide. That's mostly the problem. Dwarves are like
Very girthy.
4 to 5 feet tall, but really, really wide.
They're built like a cube.
Kind of.
Well, then I'll rather use a gnome.
I don't remember any other small race.
I just don't want to
Kobolds,
stick out.
goblins.
Oh yeah, goblins.
So we make our way to
Kobolds.
that port.
Yep.
Oh, Yanka can be small, I guess. All right. Yeah. Sure. You make it through the docks to the area where Bastaros fleet is supposed to be chilling around, and like the majority of the docks on this part like standard temporary and don't have much like heavy equipment in terms of repairs and stuff, but these like area of docks, you see like a rather large berth and like half a dozen of smaller ones have like good crane that could like grab and pull equipment on and off the ship. You see like different repair equipment. You see racks that could be used like store, I don't know, fuel cells or like weapon cells or whatever for like quick storage. Like there's obviously nothing like in the open. There's just like like the basic like carriage. And there are also a number of like warehouses or storage facilities nearby that most likely keep additional equipment that the fleet requires for their kind of excursions. You also do see that like on one of the warehouses, basically like the first floor is just like a wide storage area, but the second floor has like windows and and other signs of being more of like an office space rather than just storage. So like what's your
Plan of action?
Yeah.
They said they are maybe recruiting here, right? For
possible?
yeah, we'll try and
Do we want to attempt to snoop around and find some like information? And there's a lot of offices, and maybe there's the documentation about these type of missions if it's run by government. It's very easy to find. It still requires snooping around.
I think it's
about
very
we-
straightforward. We try and recruit us. They recruit us in order for us to help him in his mission to complete. And perhaps somewhere in the middle there, we tell him all about the story.
And then if they do not want to hire us, then I think snooping around is an excellent idea to maybe get an idea of where they might be headed or might have been headed. But I think let's not climb any walls too early before we attract too much attention again. We can do that later.
Plus, we shouldn't be flexing too much, I think.
They've already have one shadow demon they would like to hunt. and
Yeah.
one fanatic cleric climbing up top of a church.
So, who's going in? Miles for certain.
I'll go in. I'll do the talking. You just look pretty.
Are we hold on a minute. We have Alexandru with us?
Currently, no. Currently,
No,
it's on the
who
ship.
was the one? Yeah, he's on the ship. So
It's only the four of us
you're
here outside.
expecting, you're expecting though to potentially see Basaru
Indeed.
No.
here.
No, not here.
Yeah,
No, not
okay.
here.
Okay, that's
He's
fine.
already left. They said, I think.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Well, that's fine. We want him whenever we talk to him. Okay,
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Cool,
But I think we gotta fly there first, likely.
right.
Maybe we could offer to resupply them or something. Tell them we have a ship.
Dan Mouse tries to look around and see if there's like a how do you say it? Like a face for the office, the entrance to the office, where maybe there's a line, recruitment center, something like along the lines.
Just for the heck of it, make me perception check.
Let's go. Notice wisdom. Got none of those. 7.
Alright. You look around and like see on the side of like one of those warehouses there's like a signboard that goes like so and so, like docks, like a bunch of papers stuck on them, and then like there's like hiring cooks, janitors, dock workers,
Anything on ship?
Not specifically, but there is a note that generally says adventurers required.
All right. Seem to fit the part. Let's go and see them.
Require in person.
Must be level 5 or taller.
Yes. Must have a proficiency bonus of 3 or higher.
Oh, that's a really high one. No.
And that's level 5 or higher, basically.
It's level 5 when we got
Well,
plus
I said
3.
proficiency bonus. The
That's
here
what you mean.
it's, I guess,
Attack bonus.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
a
sorry,
level
yeah.
2 or higher. Yeah. Okay. So I assume you just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
So, like as you come close to this warehouse, you can like see that there is a big set of doors that don't have like an obvious padlock on them, but appear heavy and most like barred from some way. But there is also like a small, like, well, not small, but like a medium person-sized door to the right of it, which has, oh god, one thing I didn't come up with is the name for Basaru's fleet. Whatever.
The
Try to make
Golden
a pun on the spot.
Gauntlet.
Again?
The Golden Gauntlet.
No.
Great.
Basaru.
Yeah, that basically
Right.
has the like regarding jobs inquiry inside on it. And you like pull open the door, it's not closed, but you do hear like a bzzz from the inside as you open the door. and you see like a set of stairs leading upwards, creaky wooden stairs that you navigate. It leads to the left, and there's another wooden door, and you open, and inside you walk into like a small reception area where there's like furniture made around, like desk looking. It's basically like do-it-yourself, repurposed from like crates and stuff like that, like taken apart, knocked together into like office furniture. And you do like see a couple people in the background, like two people are just like kind of like chilling with like a cup of something. One person like sitting next to a stack of papers and like an abacus kind of device, and like doing some calculations. But you also see like just like to the right of you, also with like some papers on it, paperweight, writing implements, and board saying ask me about the jobs. There's like basically a desk right next to the door, and like a stool on your side that's kind of like pushed half under the desk. As kind of like you're like looking around, because there was obviously a buzz as you entered, kind of like hear someone go, coming, and you see kind of like kneeling, not kneeling, bending through the doorway, very young looking, with this open, smiling face, red-haired Firbolg walks to the desk, kind of like with I don't remember the style, but then like basically you have like a like chin beard, no, I don't know, like where it's just like
With no mustache.
Yeah, like a thin beard. Like his sharp ears also kind of like fuzzy with this like literally like red hair, not literally red colored, you know, like orange hair, and the hair on his head tied in a super long ponytail, like goes almost down to his waist. And considering that he's 2 and something meters tall, it's a fucking long ponytail. He's like, oh, are you here to ask me about the jobs?
Indeed, we're here to ask about the jobs.
Oh, you're small. That's not a small person voice. Are you small?
No, I'm not the small
No,
one.
I'm small. I'm small.
Yargren is now
Taking
smaller.
notes. Taking notes.
Okay.
Gordon Jeterson is pretty small, I think.
Yeah, so anyway.
Are there any females of representation here in this job?
Do it.
No. Yes, we're here to inquire about the fleet requirements for adventurers. The one that's, and I took one of the flyers, I guess, or whatever. If they were handed out.
Like, puts a cup of steaming drink on the table he was making as he came in. Like sits down, kind of very uncomfortably, because you know, for you guys to like sit properly at this table, it's to be way too low. Oh, that is nice. Get people applying like that very often. I'm Baron. I guess a human resources kind of person over here. All of you applying?
Well, I'm applying. I'm as the captain of the crew.
All right. When you saying the captain, I mean like chief of your crew, or like a ship captain?
A ship captain.
Oh,
I do have in my possession ship.
that's great. Right. So, what can you tell me about your crew? What can you tell me about your ship? You do know
Well,
that the job we're looking for is the crusade, so we're expecting some conflict, some combat activities, some ship-to-ship fighting, some injuries.
Nothing the shipbreakers haven't dealt with before.
Is it the name of your crew?
Well, it's the name people gave our crew.
Oh, that's nice. Good for you.
But yes, we are more than experienced in those kind of activities. And not that we're very religious ourselves, to be honest, but we do want to help Basaru in his mission.
Right, well. Tell me, what kind of skills do you think you can bring to us?
Well, we are good at programming, fixing, piloting, fighting, convincing, negotiating, and
Everything.
even healing, and medical treatment.
Well, that is
don't know.
nice, but well, I guess if you're lying about being good at convincing, I'll see that you're bad at everything else as well. What made you choose our fleet, John? You think you're not very religious, which must mean you're not local.
Indeed, it's a long story and actually it's kind of a personal matter. But suffice to say that I have a personal interest in seeing Lord Basaru's mission completed. And I would like to help him as much as possibly I could.
Are you being pursued by someone?
No? Why?
Well, the way you're being very vague about your
Oh, it's not.
interest makes you believe that you might have committed a crime in
Oh, no,
nearby
nothing of the sort.
jurisdiction.
No, nothing of the sort. It's just, it's a story very long, and you probably won't believe me. And it
Just
is
tell
of a,
him.
Well, you are trying to persuade me to hire you, so you better make me believe you. Because
I want to help Basaru because someone relative to him that is part of my crew would like to meet him and work with him very much and be reunited with him, so to speak. And I take great care of my crew and their personal goals, and this is one of them.
a relative.
But yes, you could say so.
A brother from another mother.
Make me a talk check,
Okay,
both of you.
let's go 2 and 1. Oh my
What is
God.
it? Talk charisma?
Yes.
Oh, charisma, that's great. Easy.
Yeah, you're 18 now. Oh my God, this sucks.
Is this brother also applying for the position, or are they your?
Oh, he is part of my crew.
Are there more people to your crew?
Yes, I didn't bring them all here, of course.
Right.
We heard something about perhaps Basaru hunting something called the Zemi. Is that the
Look, I understand your youthful ambition. You've just got your first ship, found a crew, and you're looking for a big job. But it is good to aim high, but we are looking for the fleet for experienced captains and crew who are capable to working as part of the fleet. Because you might think that, hey, I have a ship, there's firepower, that is great. But you can't work as part of the fleet, and you're kind of getting in the way.
Guarantee you, your fleet doesn't have a single pilot that holds water to me.
That is true. But I do admit we haven't worked in Conundrum with other ships before, have we? No, not really. We do tend to work on our own with our ship. However, I can assure you that if you do give us the chance, we will not disappoint.
What he's leaving out of there is that we have a fuck ton of experience, even if he's not saying it. Our most recent trip took us to the astral plane and back.
No, that
I've
too.
flown in the
Yes.
winter storms of Volos. I've placed high in racings Corella. I'm sure you won't find a pilot like me, and I'm the least skilled in this crew.
And what's your name?
Lance.
Just Lance.
Do you need a second name?
Well, I like one.
Avery.
I mean, assuming you want me to hire you, like officially and pay you salary, I would need to put something in the papers, yes. Alright, Lance. Make me a talk check.
I hate this part.
The one thing I should do well and I didn't roll well.
Where is talk?
Bottom right. Oh my god.
Another 7. Above average for me.
Right. How about we look at your ship?
Who's we?
Me and you?
Oh, right, yeah, sure. Actually, wait, our character is Bobby's hovering, right?
No, Bobby's waiting for your call.
Okay, so never mind. Yeah, sure. Let's. I don't see any harm in that.
Alright, then...
You might be impressed with the latest technology out there.
Of course, I'm sure I will be very impressed.
I'm sure you will be.
Give me a moment. Walks off to the side and goes through some papers, takes something out, grabs a pen, draws something on it, hands it to Lance, and then goes. Well, how about you grab your ship and park it in that berth over there. He points at one of them, smaller berths. And by small, I mean big enough for your ship. The biggest one is double the size of your ship. And you do so by following the route I've charted on the map of the docks for you.
Oh,
alright, sure. We'll be right there.
Yeah, you guys can wait here. I'll be right back, yeah?
Oh, and do we have Discord on?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
always.
10 more hours.
Okay.
Then it drops because I'm
Lance,
just...
make sure you hide our new guest.
Where the fuck would I hide him?
With Bobby, I don't know. Yes.
Yeah, and hide Bobby too. What the fuck?
Oh, right. Yes, you need to hide Bobby as well.
Maybe
no.
put him in a crate or something.
Do we have anything else that uses Slavic components?
Yes,
Well,
ship.
the
The
whole
whole
ship.
thing,
The entire
the
ship.
entire
I
ship,
think the entire ship is
Oh!
gonna
the
send
giant
alarms.
alien in the tank, the weaponry,
It's gonna be fucking confiscated,
Plane
isn't it?
ship.
It's not gonna
Um,
work at all.
It's gonna be okay. Relax.
Hey, Miles, walk up to some other ship.
No,
I'll
no,
just say
no,
it's
no, no,
ours.
no. Wait.
Okay.
In Discord, I just realized that perhaps they're gonna confiscate our ship now.
I don't think they will.
No? Okay. Well, honesty is the best policy, is it not? Let's go.
Sure. You can wait here. I will be back. And I will just, walk around. Do they have cameras in here? Arcane cameras? Did I notice any on the way in?
They certainly do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just walking over back to our dock in that case. And then I'm flying it over in the route that he has.
What's his name again? Bear?
His name is Berian.
Barian. Okay.
Berria. Well, Iron. Lance, make me a
Pilot skill check.
yeah. You make me a pilot skill check.
Ooh, what the
While
fuck?
while he you're like sitting waiting. He's like, so how long have you been captaining for?
Oh, we actually celebrated our anniversary a few days ago, I think. We started with a salvaging mission back in Shitarilin, and things just got crazy from there. And I'll start telling all the stories, but not the
Legal parts?
sensitive. Yes, all the legal parts, not the.
You don't understand
You
that
don't-
if you cut out all the illegal parts from your stories, there's not much to tell.
I mean, we did.
The jungle
Sure.
and so on. I think there's still plenty of stories to be told. But they do lose their pep.
Yeah, the race was legal.
I
Volos
mean, the
is-
dinosaur hunt was legal.
dinosaur hunt is legal, right?
Volos was legal.
No, it's not because that's fucking Slavic ruins.
I didn't know that. Or you don't have to say that. I mean,
Okay.
you can. You can.
Archaeological ruins
Yeah, exactly.
of an ancient civilization.
Yes.
Oh, really? So you're a bit of anthropologists yourselves?
I wouldn't describe myself as such. We do travel a lot.
Brothers.
Adventurers,
Hmm.
as per the definition.
Alright. He goes towards his cup and watches that the drink inside of it is cold already. Casts a small spell. You said he does it his hair and his clothes go yellow for a moment. The cup begins to steam again. He
Oh no, thank you.
Sure. Always.
So he goes off, makes you some tea. Lance, you walk over, check the route, and he basically gave you the basic, the I don't know how it's
On a
in
napkin?
English. No. But he basically gave you the map of the docks, and he gave you the I don't know if I can forget to say it in English. When you do a driving license test, there's one when you ride in the city, and one when you're showing reverse parking, parallel parking, that kind of part, this part.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically gave that kind of route, which is not exactly that, but it's basically are you competent at navigating a dock without crushing your ship and your cargo? Slightly advanced version.
Mm-hmm. I'll do it backwards and upside down, basically. proving a point here.
Yeah. You're basically doing all of it. 10 out of 10. At double the speed that you are recommended to do it. Like he and you guys kind of like make a small talk as you're kind of like overseeing like the birds from the office, and he's kind of like looking out of the window. What's that ship doing? It's going to.
Oh, that's Lance.
Yeah, he's a show off. You made him. You did this.
The most skillful pilot I know. Probably actually the best one there is.
Right.
He once flew a graph flyer in Volos. I don't know if you know the climate on Volos, but that's no climate that...
Oh, you have told me that story 5 minutes
Oh,
ago.
right, sorry.
Well, right. Let's go take a look at your ship.
Right.
I'm down, and you notice that his behavior has changed because you're not bringing the ship he expected you to bring.
Mm-hmm.
And Pathfinder is very shiny ship. Very shiny new ship. I mean, it doesn't have any guns, obviously, because they didn't.
Is this like the equivalent if we would drive, I don't know, like the cross of Jesus Christ himself in front of the Pope or something?
No, it's more like he was kind of like somebody came up and like, hey, I wanna, I don't know, like all cargo for you, and he's like, yeah, he's gonna come like in a semi truck, and you brought like a shiny sports car.
Okay.
Like super new, or I don't know, like a Tesla truck or whatever, which isn't on the market yet.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
It never will be. It's a good equivalent, yes.
Yeah. And you're kind of coming down. He's like, the ship is smaller than I expected.
Well, yes, it had to be designed that way. You see, its purpose is actually to go between realms, planes of existence. Actually, we made it in one go. Actually, well, when I say we, I mean Lance. He's such a talented pilot. He made it in one go to the astral plane with no mishaps.
So it is an exploration ship.
Yes, it's also very fast, and it has some big firepower. It's currently tucked inside, but it has some firepower as well.
Let's have a closer look. I assume you don't give him like a full.
We have Alexandria on the ship. However,
Somewhere, yes.
Yes. However, I'll take Alexander aside a sec, and I'll tell them you probably already know this, but they're very religious about anything Slavic. So if you can omit anything that has to do with such things and show him the rest of the ship in detail, that would be great. Could you do that for me, please?
Alexander goes, well, if you want him to not see anything Slavic on the ship, then you will have to show him only half of the ship.
Yeah, the top part.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question done out of character. Is something being Slavic visible to the bare eye? Is it that? Does it look?
Depends. Technically, nothing on your ship is outright Slavic. It's more like reverse engineered TL5 equipment.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on the design. So, also, I don't know why you're worried about that. Well,
the Naga is not a clear.
Naga is the most suspicious part of your ship. That's one you definitely don't want to show. I'm more like, you know that Basaru is not originally from Onero, so it's not like he and his people are necessarily fanatics or zealots. Or
Fanatics.
whatever.
Okay.
Still, you also get a feeling that this gentleman is not necessarily like, I don't know, technicians themselves. They're most likely, you know, like the first barrier of entry to send off all the like level 1 people. Or like, yay, we want to be an adventurer! Oh no, this is a level 10 quest! And he already is looking fairly impressed because like it went from like, yeah, we're cool to, well, at least these people have a lot of money in connection, because like he doesn't know what the ship does, but he saw the hull and he's like, this is a couple million credits already, which, like, if these people are willing to throw this kind of money around while not having the skills to back it up, then, well,
Their problem.
yeah. And honestly, if you show like the first half of the ship, it's like, here's our weapon, which is a fairly impressive weapon for the ship of this size, and here's how fast our ship can go. Again, is very impressive. And you don't even need to like take him into engineering or anything. To be fair, like those parts of the ship would generally be considered more of a, you know, like secret for the crew.
Mhm.
But you can just from even the cockpit show him most of the capability of the ship.
I mean, don't we also want him to talk to Alexandra? Maybe he even recognizes the similarity.
Oh, right.
Because like
Maybe.
Alexandru can
Alexandra does
basically
look
tell him
like...
the truth, and I want to meet my brother. I have cool
Well-
ships for him. I can help him. Whatever.
Yeah, but Alexandra does look the part. I think just by looking the part, he is doing the part.
I mean, he's a legend as far as I know. So they should know what he looks like.
Who's the legend?
The brother, the Basaru,
He is,
isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
they
like a
should-
paladin.
his employees probably know what he looks like.
I hope so.
Has he ever seen the big boss himself?
We will find out.
Okay.
The big boss, yes.
So yeah, we're just gonna hide our new fledgling in with the Naga somewhere. The engine room.
Yeah.
You
And our killer robot.
Alston
Well, we're just showing him...
with a Naga.
What?
You're hiding the gnome with a Naga.
No, we're putting on
he is-
on the bottom part of the ship. That's
Just
the
like
bottom part.
out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not showing him the bottom part, so that's fine. He could stay in the engine part. No Nagas, though. Nagas closed. It's locked.
Like a protocol.
Yeah, don't freak him out yet.
Baron
Your religious
Knight
is a sham.
goes around goes, well,
So, he hired?
for what you wish to do, I do not have the authority to hire you. And frankly, I think we lack the facilities over here to even test your abilities. But I am starting to believe some of the stories you've told me. The ship is definitely a really impressive piece of equipment. So I can direct you. Commodore is base.
Mm-hmm.
Where it will be up to him. Just whether you are suitable for the fleet and which role you can undertake. Doesn't mean that you have to be part of combat or anything. Honestly, with your fleet speed, the ability to transport information and crucial supplies in such a short amount of time will be of incredible support to us. Frankly,
Well, thank you.
this place doesn't have the best of ships, and yes, yours is very quick. Which also does mean that I can't really offer you any kind of contract right now. So anything I am authorized to approve is
Oh.
way below your
Pay grade?
what I imagine your pay grade to be. I really don't think you would be interested in the rates I am qualified to approve for you and your.
No, but we could take it up with the Commodore himself, I suppose.
I think that would be let me draw you a short navigational chart. Actually, if you don't mind, I can just do it on your device.
Sure.
1 second.
I imagine like he draws on, you know, there's like diners or restaurants that have the kids' maze thing. That's how he draws it.
Or yeah, no fucking clue. Anyway, yeah. So he basically gives you coordinates and like the path to a location within the ESA Monroe system, away from Onera, where the fleet is supposed to be located. So,
Mhm.
Basaro and
Basaro.
yeah, actually hired.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I assume, really, without any further ado, you
Yep, we
head there
leave.
and quickly head.
Yes, ASAP.
Right. You get on the ship. You get in the coordinates. Lance, you undock, take the ship away from Onera, and as your ship has like left the island's airspace and is safely cruising through the sky, Miles, you get a Discord call from Bobby. Goes, Captain, a word.
Yes, I'll come right down. Then I go down to the bottom part.
Come down, and Bob is kind of standing there, and there is Alston off to the side, and looking at Bobby like
in awe.
Like this is literal second coming of Jesus Christ.
Nice.
And Bobby goes, so what is this?
Oh, right, Bobby. This is Alston, our new recruit for now, and for the foreseeable future. Alston, I see you met our chief engineer on deck, Bobby Glass. Are you all right there, Alston?
Alston is like, aloft. Never in my life have I thought I will be graced by the presence of the machine spirit itself. I've heard priests tell stories that the gods' avatars walk amongst us. This is beautiful. Oh, it goes. Yeah. Wanna explain?
He reveres you as he said, as an avatar of his god. The place we were just at, I don't know,
Huh?
you haven't went down, but they revere Slavic machinery as God sent. And well, since you're in your with Buddy,
Mm-hmm.
he sort of sees you as a holy symbol of his faith,
And
which will make him a much more subservient fixer-upper here in the workshop for you. He'll do anything you'd ask.
so you hired this guy out of some kind of perverse.
Oh no, we saved him from dying. But in doing so, we kind of doomed him to death if we leave him there, and I'm sure you wouldn't want us to do that. So we took the responsibility of adopting him for now.
We.
Yes.
How big of a part did you play in this gentleman getting into his life or death situation?
Oh no, when we the whole situation was like this. We went to the square of this place, the town square or something like that, and it was already a awkward situation where, what was it, an inquisitor and a
Henchman.
and the henchmen were already tossing allegations upon him, and then the henchman was starting to beat him violently, though luckily we stopped him doing that. We stopped him from proceeding the violent way, and then we kind of, how should I say, convinced the people and the rest that there is a holy event going on. Oh yeah, I'll have to explain that later on. And by that diversion, we were able to save him.
And what's the problem, Captain?
I have only one.
Aside from your drinking.
What else?
You really like getting into trouble? I respect it. But you're really bad at taking responsibility for the consequences of your actions.
He's here! What are you talking about? I could have left him there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, he's here with us now. It's better than him dying there and being on my conscience.
Well, that's why you've handed him off to me, so that I have somebody worshipping me from the corner of my engineering bay.
Well, besides, he's pretty useful. I mean, he showed you what he made, didn't he? Oh, we showed you what he made. That orb thingy. He could come in handy.
Again, it's gotta be me taking responsibility, not you.
Will it kill you to, work together with him?
Have to explain to him that I am not a god.
All right.
Just because it's hard.
Oh, it's not hard. I've held it off because other crew members thought that it might be not the best idea to shatter his worldview in a single day.
Well, then you should have locked him up in your bathroom, not here with me.
Well, that's too cruel. But I will heed your advice, and actually I was thinking about doing that anyways. Austin, may I have a word with you, please?
Yeah, not here.
I know. I'm Are you shooing me off my ship?
I'm showing you the fuck out of my engineering bay.
Right. Austin, please come upstairs with me.
Yes. Like, walks behind you, like, turns around, makes this symbol of the Holy Spirit.
Please.
Ascends through the levitator to the second floor. Behind you.
So, Austin, I don't know much about your religion. I'll be totally honest with you, but I do know that you revere what we call Slavic machines or Slavic components, Slavic ruins as holy, and that they should not be used. Well, I'm here to tell you that in most of the plane of air, they are used, and they are a great mystery, and they are very rare, because they come from an ancient civilization, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, Alexandra can explain this much better than I do. But what you witnessed there that I saved your life. It was a crew effort. Everything can be explained in an undivine matter, so to speak. So I'll start with the less gory part. Do you remember your orb flying around? Well, that is something that one of our crew members can do. He can telekinetically control things and make them float. What else? My armor is just innately magical. But the priest not having any effect on me, well, that's... I guess he wasn't that good. Oh, and the henchman guy that tried to hit you and had his hand cut off, that is a terrible mistake by me, I admit. I'm able to cut things from afar.
Poor man, I say over
Yes.
Discord.
You have been to those repositories of the Holy, my lord?
Their facilities, you mean? Their ancient places? Yes, we've been in 2, I believe. 2? Yes. One on Volos and one on Lamia.
You have walked the holy places.
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, that they're not so holy as you might hold them to your heart.
Of course not to you, my lord. I have been chosen by them. The abilities you describe, they are miraculous. Divine indeed.
They're not miracles. They're abilities that many can perform, and many do perform and learn how to control them in the academy, which is just a few jumps away from here.
If you say so, my lord.
Okay, since I don't think I will be able to convince you in one go, of course. How about we agree currently that if you do go downstairs and help Bobby with his work, please do not revere him as a holy person or avatar. Please treat him as you would treat any other friend you would meet in a pub, or a co-worker you would work with in your job before. It bothers him, and you wouldn't want to, bother him.
Have I offended him?
You annoyed him.
No,
you annoyed him more than offended him. But don't worry, you're not in any real danger. He wouldn't hurt you or me. Well, he would hurt me.
I have committed Horrible crime.
No, you haven't. But since you, again, since I cannot seem to convince you of to perhaps see things in a different light, of a more secular light. Could we just agree on those terms that treat Bobby as a normal? He is human after all inside of there, by the way. Yeah, he might even tell you about how he came to be what he is now, if you treat him as normally as you would. No, not normally as you would. Not as holy as you would, but treat him normally as a common person that you know from, your job or your currently.
Yes, yes. I will follow your words.
What am I getting from him?
Make me an insight check.
What's insight? Notice intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you yeah, this is gonna be hard not to crack.
I mean, what do you expect? Crack him on day one. Just our.
No, not Kraken, but
I do wanna kind of like point out the irony of one of you like 30 minutes ago going, I'm the most powerful, rectifying the whole universe. We're almost
True.
gods.
yeah.
He spoke for himself.
I'm
Anyway,
apparently not the most powerful talker in the universe.
in any case, your ship is hurling at a very swift pace throughout the airspace. Is on law heading towards a destination given by Baron. About, what is it, 6 hours of travel later, you come close to point of destination. Your sensors picking up a small chain of not even islands, but more like large rocks with a good half a dozen ships parked on. It's hard to call it docked because there's no docks really, but floating around those rocks. And you do get a communication from them that basically demands you to identify yourself. And though I haven't mentioned it to you before, but Baron would have given you an identification code that identify you as like somebody sent by him for a purpose. You are told to stop at a certain point and to await till somebody comes over and checks that your ship is not full of pirates. Sorry guys, but if you are full of pirates, we're gonna blast you out of the sky.
You're welcome to come check.
No hard feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you comply?
Yes.
Send that information in
Only,
a more
only
efficient way.
pirates wouldn't comply to that.
Okay. So you park a certain spot, and you see that there is large, like one of those big trading ships, comparable to the one Tadis had on Coffin, and the one you docked at Mermago when you were delivering prisoners, that has been basically stripped down, like from cargo, and refurbished to hold like multiple hangars for fighter craft. You see several ships of comparable size to yours, with similar weapon emplacement compared to yours, but of a much like shorter design and much older looking. You do also see the flagman's fleet. I think the first frigate you meet this closely. Fairly impressive, long, thin vessel, about double the length of Pathfinder. Doesn't hold that much in terms of like weapon emplacements, not as much as you expected, but you do see multiple launch tubes protruding from various points on this frigate. You also do notice with great interest that the rocks floating about are very close to spheres in their shape. Like, not that they have been worked, like they're still like natural rocks, but they are fairly spherical as far as, you know, like random rocks found on the plane of air come, and that they have what you would describe as stripped down ship thrusters attached to them in various points. You also do notice that several of ships currently have their weapons trained at you, just in case. A bit later, a drone is sent out towards your ship, which requests access to enter your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's slightly better than the one you bought some time ago. Basically, it requests to fly throughout your ship to check that you don't have 20 armed people inside, prepared to board the moment you're allowed to come closer. To comply,
Or
then voice for the drone goes, "Oh, sorry about that. We've sank enough pirates to make some friends. So, be safe and sorry. Nice ship, by the way."
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Alright. You can park a little bit closer. Might have to do some ship hopping, but I'll have command know that you're clear, and somebody's gonna get in touch with you.
All right.
The drone leaves. You kind of get to move Pathfinder close enough to other ships that you can like jump from. Well, you don't really have a top deck, but you can jump from your airlock to the deck of like nearby ships. You chill for a bit. Get another incoming transmission, which goes along the lines of, Jeez. Hello there, gents.
Greetings.
I am Drill Stamarasta, first officer of the Twisted Arrow, right-hand woman, Commodore Basaru. I have the pleasure of getting to know you and introducing you to our fleet. I hear you've brought us quite a tasty piece of equipment, and a bunch of tall tales along with it. I'd like to meet the faces behind those voices. Why don't you hop off ship and meet me at the deck of the Arrow?
Will do. And I guess the 4 of us go and leave the rest. Oh wait, we need Alexandra.
Yeah.
We take
definitely
Alexandra as
need
well.
We need
Alexandra,
Alexander.
but we're
Yeah.
definitely leaving Bobby as some sort of security behind on the ship.
Bobby and Austin.
Do you jump or do you teleport?
Jump.
I need everybody who's jumping to make an athletic exert.
And then we died.
You can't die because again you are technically in 0G. It's more like, do you make it there cool, or do you miss and you need to be rescued with ropes?
Rescue didn't need ropes.
I am definitely also needing some fucking ropes on second.
You might roll well.
Yeah. I might.
Nope.
This is our
Beep.
special discipline, guys. We're the best at this.
Right.
Winnow's doing beep beep and trying to.
Here's the fun thing. You were told to dock basically like within 5-7 meters away from the deck of the other ship. Which, again, in these conditions is a very easy jump. Not so much about being strong, it's about accurately measuring the direction and strength of your jump. And we know you make a very graceful, beautiful parabolic arc land with enough distance on the deck of that ship. Wonderful, land on your feet. You land a little bit too close to the edge and can have to drop to one knee for a moment, catch yourself, but stand up, raise yourself off. You are good at least with measuring distances, even if you're not a very athletic boy. Miles overshoots. Dalu undershoots. So both of you start drifting off until you are arrested in place by the air resistance, a couple dozen meters away from those ships, and are thrown. Basically rescue. Tubes.
First try.
Yeah, with ropes, and grab onto them and hold onto the ships.
Yeah.
And there you meet a small group of people who came out to visit you. A bunch of rather rough-looking men and women, led by a lady that you assume was talking to you last. Tiefling, a red-skinned tiefling, with very short-cut hair on the sides, and then long black-brown hair going down and braided into long, not dreads, but more just many medium thickness braids kind of going down, and a pair of horns kind of curling around it and branching out in almost like an elk-like, like horns, though red and pointy. Tattoo of like a trident on her forehead, very like mischievous look, red eyes, and looks with a smile as two of you are being like hauled to the ship. Well, I think I can recognize which ones of you are doing the hard labor and which ones are the brains of the operation. Pleasure to meet you. I am Gadriel, as I have introduced myself. Again, Gadriel Stamaraster, not Starmaster. Don't mistake it. Stara Master. Stamaraster. Apologies. I had confused myself. But you may call me Gadriel. Again, first officer of the fleet. Commodore is a little bit busy, but I've heard you boys are really good. So I figured I'll talk to you myself.
I see.
You do
Your
have the
reputation
pleasure
precedes
speaking to.
Yes, well, I am Miles Ruber, captain of the Shipbreakers, currently flying with Pathfinder, the ship. This is... Well, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey, Dalu. Sort of the guns for the operation.
Ah, right. Keeping the leg day, aren't we?
I'm
Check.
Lance.
Yeah.
I'm Lance. I'm the pilot.
Nice to meet you, Lance.
That you're muted.
Hello, I'm Nyland Tinkerpatch. Pleasure to meet you. Master Patcher, amateur surgeon, and serial entrepreneur.
Huh. Well, that's a collection of titles. Nice to meet you,
Always changing.
Mr. Is it a title or is it your last name?
Tinkerpatch? It's both. It's what I do, and it's also my name.
You check your pants.
Well, how am I to judge? Right. Let's get a little bit to the point. We do have a rather nice fleet assembled here already. We weren't really expecting anybody to join us this far into the operation.
I think we skipped someone, though. This is Alexandru. He's the one who designed the ship.
And somebody who did not require to be rescued by the ropes.
Of course. It's fucking badass.
Sounds like. Hello. I am Alexandru. Yes. Pleasure to meet you. Right. Huh.
Eerie similarities, isn't it?
Hi. Ah. Curious.
Yeah.
Does Dalu look like Dalu, or does he have a different face?
No, Dal does not look like Dal.
Okay.
For now, no.
Okay.
Yeah, he really wants to meet his brother at some point. If you can arrange that.
Well, Mother hasn't really mentioned any family.
Yeah. Just some sort of family. It's an interesting story in itself, and actually, well,
I think just to get it shown a bit quicker. Now we've gotten this far with you, and I will drop it just to get the thing across, some familiarity. So like I look like Dalu properly.
So, this is how Dalu usually looks like. And apparently, there are 4 lookalikes. Yes, lookalikes that all look alike. And they are somehow all connected in this very grand journey that we've been through. We know that they are all connected in some way or another, and we have helped each and every one of them, except Basaru, as of yet, to complete their desired mission. And that is the main reason we're here. We're here to help Basaru with his mission, and also tell him more about this situation.
Too much, guys. Just too
I
much.
am not lying, though, so could be too much, but I'm not lying.
Going to presume that we weren't taught any better. And if any of you are using any other kind of magic, makes you look like not who you are, I really suggest you drop us a goddamn now. But this is not a good way to introduce yourself.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Drop it too. And I imagine I stand there with way too small clothes.
Oh, right, because you took gnome clothes.
Yeah.
Like, just like at this point that, kind of like, as you drop it, like the people can like a little bit, and that Gadriel herself, like gripping the handle of. You're not sure what kind of weapon this is, right? Anyone else?
No, that's only those 2 were disguising themselves. We are all as we seem to be.
I imagine I dropped your faces beforehand.
We had faces?
Yeah, for the dock thing, but it would make sense to have them
I thought
now.
I
Yeah,
wanted
you
myself.
don't have
I
the face
introduced
now.
myself as Miles Ruber. So.
Yeah, you had the Miles face. It's all
You
good.
said 4, counting 2. I assume the last one is Basaru. Where is the 4th?
Currently there is Ilonu, right? And there is Kronu at PX 565, which is at.
Now you're giving me 5 names.
Oh, because there are 4 lookalikes, and he is. Well, Dalu is kind of the exception. The 4 lookalikes are, well, let's call them the 4 brothers. Not really relatives, but let's call them that. They all have a certain mission to complete, that they have a certain drive to, and are compelled to complete it. While Dalu here is more compelled to. Well, Dalu, why won't you say yourself what compels you?
I'm not sure. I'm wrapping it into my head every day, but it seems to be the case that I'm different from the 4 other people, and in this whole process, I'm trying to go to this place that these others are compelled to, and find out more. I have been simply getting everybody together, or indirectly, in my own path, which is just to find out who the hell is at the start of all of this. It's complicated to say what compels, but anyway, I think it would be best to probe the mind of Basru here.
Indeed, and Alexandru can also testify himself that, well, he had a very special mission for us, and we've completed it, and what we said will happen has happened, to a certain degree.
Can see by him and the ship and the main business.
You seem very cautious of us. I assure you, we do not mean any harm. In fact, we mean the very opposite. We are here to help with Basaru's mission.
It's all
Roger.
quite grand, but I have a feeling maybe you've gotten an inclination that you know this already. Some of it. Am I wrong? If you know Basru, am I getting a vibe that maybe he's told you something? Or
Those of you who have been lying to me, really, most of you, you will stay over here. You, points
Is
to
she pointing at?
Alexandro. You, points at Lance. Come with me to meet the Commodore. And you, pretty boy, stay here with your crew and think over your words.
Have we done something to offend you?
Might as well roll initiative.
Really?
is there something happening? Is there a weapon being thrown?
No.
Okay.
Interesting. Roll again.
Oh, come on. Solid 3s.
Roll again!
4, that's better.
Okay, 5. She like dashes into your space and pushes you off your feet, kind of like making you stumble a couple steps backwards, and right about as you are almost in a spot where you might require more rope again, you're grabbed kind of like by the collar, and she kind of like grabs you and drags you in, and like puts her face right next to yours. Have you offended me? You come to my ship, wearing disguises, lying to me. You ask how you have offended me.
I haven't lied to you.
I'm Godril fucking Stamarasta. I'm not a street girl you're about to lie to and fool and sweet talk. Well, here, you're the least useful person on this deck. And if you don't learn your place, I'm gonna get you off it very quick.
Careful. Threaten the captain, you threaten the crew.
It's all right, Lance.
I am threatening the captain.
Lance, please.
And the crew.
I hear what you say. Sure, I'll stay here if it makes you so happy. Lance, I'm counting on you and Alexandru to explain our story. Please, no more friction is needed.
Trash. Let's go of you. You too. Come. That's round.
What an
That's walking
asshole.
towards the ship.
Is that in Discord?
I'm not
Yeah,
walking,
okay,
I'm,
okay,
just,
that's
I'm not walking, I'm just looking at Miles. I go?
In Discord, Lance is yes. Lance. Oh, right. No. Yes, Lance.
I'm not
please,
taking. I'm
go.
just.
Yes.
I'm asking openly, not in
Yes,
Discord.
yes. I have Yes, Lance, please take with you Alexandru and explain our whole story to them as best as you could. Oh, and do make sure that they know that the rest of us are here waiting, and perhaps seeing face to face also Dalu will explain more.
Yes. Yeah, I'll follow.
You follow into the bowels of the ship with the arrow, and the ship also like has a very utilitarian, militaristic design, somewhat reminiscent of Captain Saban's ship. A bad habit, yeah. Narrow hallways, so lots of easy access to any bit that needs to be repaired or whatever. So lots of space occupied for the crucial components as this ship to carry. Definitely no luxuries or empty space or much in terms of cargo space, really. But you are brought to, you assume would be command deck, where you see multiple workstations, like sitting behind them and whatever people do. On the command deck, and over the navigation table, leaning over it, you see older gentleman with tan skin and grayish hair and eye patch tight one of his eyes, bearded Asaru, turns towards the, well, three of you if we count Gadriel. Look. Welcome aboard my ship. I'm Basar Wilson, commander of this fleet. And what I hear, we're supposed to be acquainted. Kind of like, well, not directly, no, but looks at you, Lance. I am not the negotiator. You're...
What do you mean?
He wants you to do the talking.
I mean, I'm no talker either. My co-talker was left outside by decision of your subordinate here, unfortunately, so it's hard for me to really find the words. I'm not that... What's the word for it that my captain uses? Eloquent, I think?
You know the word. That's eloquent enough. Drill. Can you stop getting pissed off at our employees? So, what's all this about? I see the resemblance. As far as I know, I have no kids.
There are 3 others. Well, 2 others like the 2 of you, who bear resemblance, and 1 other who's a bit different, who's part of our part of the crew. All relate to Slavic technology. All of them feel weird desires once we have helped them on their quest. Sorry to warn you in advance. But yes.
I can confirm that, yes. And what are you? Some kind of epic quest to gather them all?
Unfortunately, it does look like it somewhat. Don't quite like the idea, but so far we're 3 out of 4. The last missing puzzle piece is here. And I mean, you can just take it all with a grain of salt. But what you can get out of us in return is probably what you're working towards anyways. We have a very skilled crew that is willing to work towards your goal because we believe it to be our goal to help you, or rather, one of my crewmates' goals to help you. So, more or less free of cost, you get the crew that is likely more competent than most or all of the people you employ. Definitely no better pilot in your fleet.
How many of lookalikes have you brought to him?
To here? Just Alexandru here, and Dalu is waiting outside. The other two are in an adjacent system.
Is Dalu the special one or the common?
You can also call him the weird one, whatever you feel like, but yes. He doesn't bleed. Literally. Not figuratively.
I've met a lot of things that don't bleed.
Yeah, but do they usually look like a human, talk like a human?
I would be surprised.
Maybe I would.
I get your point. Drill. Can you get this Dalu in here as well? Lady scoffs. 9. Just to clear the air. If you did piss her off, I do believe she had a reason.
I'm free to believe whatever you like, and I'm free to believe whatever I like, right?
Sure. That's the pilot, you say?
Think so. Haven't met a better one yet, so probably.
Ever flown a vessel for planetary defenses?
Thrown a vessel through a winter storm on Volos, if that's a term to you. Lots of bombardment there too, but not the planetary defenses kind, I guess. So no.
Did you try?
Yes, very much so.
I'll hold you on to that.
can't be much tighter than certain race obstacles I've flown through, so should be okay.
When the drill comes out to the desk, to the deck. This one, the Dalu. Come along.
Oh, Dalu, it seems you're invited to join the talk.
And I go,
Of course.
stroll in.
Come later. You join Alexandro and lands at the command deck.
Mhm.
See Osaro drilling you with one good eye. You look a lot more like me than that one. Guess you're keeping in shape.
I move around a lot. I'm honestly not trying. Just being me.
I've been told you don't bleed.
That's correct. What about you?
I've bled enough. You don't look dead to me.
Dead? I don't think I'm dead. I would hope not after what I've gone through. As Alexandru here and my comrade told you about the goings on, trying to find out certain information about a certain place you may be feeling draws you there. Everything goes there. Do you know what this place is? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Do you know what you're talking about?
I'm just trying to gauge. I wanted to hear you say it, but if Alexandru and Lance have said it, well, we wanted to help you and see if you would be going to the same place and use this ship that you target to open said place. Far in another part of the sector, north
Galaxy far, far away.
Galaxy far away.
Finding that sounds like you know more about my plans than I do. Care to elaborate?
I'll just say no, fuck it. You know this PX, the system that has this PX in it.
I know how
Do you know
to
what I'm
read a
talking
map.
about? What did he say?
I know how to read a map.
Okay. Well, everybody here has been eager to go there. In finding out what this is, we may get one step closer to understanding the whole mangled mess that it is. And
Dalu, if I may, I think you are a little bit skipping the context of the circumstances.
you're still trying to
Perhaps-
figure out the connection between the four of you.
Yes, perhaps you would want to speak about our quests first.
Quests. Well, all of us have our own path, and they seem to align with this place. If Alexandru has said, he has been trying to use this ship of his, using collection of fuel, ether, And then he's been compelled to move on to a large anomaly. You know, this in the PX number. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember these numbers.
You're
6-5.
saying the words, but so far I have no clue what you mean. Not being very eloquent, as your captain would say.
Well,
I really
I don't
hope I
consider
don't have
myself
to
quite
send.
eloquent. I'm a man of action, but I'm trying my best. This big anomaly, man, it draws everybody there at the end of what they've been doing. Kronu was a good example. He's on a different part of the sector at the moment, on another island. He was handled quite well by I suppose we call him an ally of ours. They were in the same sector waiting. And he was involved in quite an operation. Actually, I won't go into too much detail, but getting a spirit, a greater spirit, or attempting to. Circumstances happened at the same time that made it all difficult in the end. But after that, got this huge just huge need to head to the top of the sector, get to this place. I seem to going back. Its genesis was a couple of years before he started the operation with these ruins and getting this spirit. And look, this PX place has been mentioned in the stories of a few of us here, especially Kronu. And for some reason, it's drawing them back again after they've done a certain duty. And I haven't been like that, but for some reason, I haven't felt like I've been a part of anything other than wanting to find out who I am, which I figured out slightly that yes, I'm another thing of someone else, and now I want to find that someone else. And now I've ended up around the other people that I've been searching within. I can go like Ilanu, searching a similar ruin. Not going into too much details, but a lost archive, Slavic archive. Upon its completion,
Right.
well, the whole mess. But it got same story. It goes
I'm going
back
to
to
stop you over
this
here.
PX. You feel it? You wish to go to this ship? You get a
You're saying the
compelling feeling.
words that make no fucking sense. If a sailor of mine came to me giving a brief like that, they'd be fired on the spot.
Hey, do you feel there's a feeling? Do you feel what these others have described to me? Something that's complicated on the inside that is drawing you to this ship. It's not just you wanting to go to this ship you're tracing. Is there something inside that makes you want to go there? Like everyone else has said.
Yes, dreams and hopes and aspirations.
Right. And you get exhilaration when you're nearly there, when you're getting closer.
Listen,
I'm telling you that when you're done, if we're correct, then that may change from what I've seen thrice so far. And there'll be another thing drawing you, and we're trying to figure out what that is. And we help you in the process.
you think a lot. But there's still substance. I feel you trying to drag some information from me. Frankly, you're not doing a great job at it. I didn't live to my age without seeing a ruse or two. Now, I don't think you are here believing that you are going to get one over me. But if you want something from me, get to the fucking point. You jump from one topic to another without any details, without any clarity.
Okay, simple. Us, you, ancient ship, you happy. Us, ship, use, you keep. Okay?
Real?
No. That is as simple as I can say it. And I actually believe those words.
Show
But
the gentlemen back to their ship. I think they need some time to prepare a presentation. Now, we're not in prep school. I'll go there if we need to. Look, I have an operation to plan. When you're prepared to talk, then we'll talk. Now we're done. Good day. He turns back to the charts table. As Gabriel Connect makes a show off. Okay, get out of here now, and gets you back out of the ship and onto the deck and reunited with your friends.
Oh, you're back. How did it go?
oh, not too well.
No hugs.
How come?
I don't know.
And that-
He's just in a grouchy mood, I suppose.
When Basaro asked him to give it to him simple, Dalu talked to him like he was brain dead, let's say.
To be fair, he
Oh.
did not ask to speak with him like he was a child. He just asked you to argument our points, I guess, no, like bullet points.
Oh, I see.
Have you read the presentation I have made for Lady Kazar and... Oh,
Lady Kazar?
oh fuck, sorry.
Nova.
Have you seen the presentation that Lady Nova has prepared for me? It was very succinct, very to the point. Beautiful
Oh,
piece of...
few individual can muster the skill that she has. Concise. Well, imagine that.
Well, I just have a feeling that we were a little bit vague with our purpose and intent, where we came from and what we were about. I apologize. I have a bit. I
told you more than I told the captain.
Yes, you have not talked to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They did not seem to be hostile to us, so perhaps if we discuss our course of action. I apologize. You have brought me here as evidence, and I have seized
You
up
fulfilled
on
your
it.
role, indeed.
I did well. I don't think that's the issue. But if he doesn't want to talk to the captain, then it's kind of hard to get a succinct point across, I guess.
Did you use the word issue in front of them? Maybe that's it.
I don't remember him taking issue with issue, so I don't think so.
Yeah, don't say that, okay?
So he sent you off saying what exactly?
That we should prepare a presentation.
Oh, like bullet points, like, summarize up why we're here.
Yes.
He called it a
Oh.
brief, but to be fair,
Is
Dalu was very vague.
Gadriel still there around?
Was in earshot, yes.
Yeah, she's in. Okay, sure. Wow. Well, I was hoping you would, convey our ideas and goals in a concise and short manner, where explanations would be sufficed and with no questions asked. But apparently, we have a presentation to prepare. So, shall we? And I don't know if I have writing, like, I don't have a notebook and things here. But, right, let's start. We'll do it by heart. We need to first convey our background, and I'll start doing all this thing
Yeah.
right there.
As you start doing that, Gadriel comes over like with a piece of rope. Now, you can do that on your own shape. Here, for when you miss it. That's where we're gonna end the
thank
session
you.
for tonight.